Can you do anything to make your dreams more interesting?
Let's talk about that. Good Mythical Morning.
We asked you to ask us some questions about dreams. And now we're going to answer them.
You did it. It's amazing how you do these things. And so we want to reciprocate by doing them back to you. We're going to ask you questions. Are we?
Nope. We're going to answer their questions.
Okay.
Thought we talked about this.
First one.
Timothy Clinton. Yesterday, that's the guy's name. Yesterday, I had a dream where for some reason I was working at a daycare and one of the children picked up a ball off a pool table, of all things, and threw it at my left ear. When I woke up, my ear was hurting. What does this mean?
Okay. This is a common dream, Tim. No. Well, what does this mean? Tim, I think this means that if you fail, I'm not going to say you're going to fail, but if you fail in your dreams to become a professional billiardist, don't then pursue a career at a daycare.
I've got a different interpretation.
It's like prophetic.
I think it means don't sleep on your left side using a billiard ball as a pillow.
Are you doing that, Tim?
Dean Prater says, what does it mean if I dream about drowning in cheese sauce?
Never had this one. Have you had this one?
Nope, but I've got an interpretation.
You have been sprayed in the face with cheese sauce from a garden hose before.
I have had nightmares about that, but he says, I picture like a vat, like a big vat of cheese sauce.
Dean, I think this one is still career related for you too. It means that you feel like your career is on a downward spiral, and you work at a nacho stand, right? Or Fuddruckers. Maybe you work at Fuddruckers because they've got one of those where the nacho comes out and you're on a downward spiral there.
I question.
You should quit your job. You should work at a daycare.
I question your dream interpretation skills. That's why I've got my own interpretation for this
one.
one.
The future would tell. All of mine are prophetic.
I think this means you're in a relationship with someone who tells really cheesy jokes and you cheddar do something before it gets too late.
Really?
Joshua Quay says, my dreams are usually pretty boring. How can I make myself have more interesting dreams? Well, we better answer this one right because that's what we used as the teaser. You know what? We've got a legitimate answer to this. A lot of people say you should eat dairy, which is true. You should eat dairy before you go to sleep and it'll make you have more vivid dreams.
Or drink dairy.
But I'm going to give you the science behind why that is the fact. And I'm going to give you some foods that are actually better than milk at doing that. Actually, what happens in your brain when you're sleeping is if you have given your body some tryptophan. Now, tryptophan is famous for being in Turkey at Thanksgiving, right? Everyone says, oh, you get the tryptophan and it makes you sleepy.
Actually, over the counter.
Actually, what happens is while you're sleeping, if you've got tryptophan and vitamin B6 in your brain, the vitamin B6 will help that tryptophan become serotonin, and the serotonin levels in your brain are actually what make you have vivid dreams and also improves dream recall. So, if you want to have vivid dreams while you're sleeping, you should actually eat things that are high in tryptophan, which chicken, turkey, like poultry, there's fish like tuna. Just look up high tryptophan foods on Google and then make a meal out of those. Make sure you get the vitamin B6.
Vitamin B gravy on the turkey.
You can just take a vitamin B supplement, vitamin B6 supplement to get specific, and then you'll have incredibly vivid dreams and you'll remember them. I'll send you a bill.
Okay, I've got another idea to add to your idea.
Okay.
To make your dreams more vivid, you can, what was my idea? Oh yeah, go onto your computer.
You need some tryptophan.
I looked at my computer, I remembered. Go onto your computer and find all of your sound effects. Load them into iTunes into a playlist, and then listen to all of the sound effects on repeat all night long, and your brain will seek to incorporate those into a dream reality.
This is a good idea because happens.
I'm talking explosions, animals. You're gonna have it all.
You know, in
rapid succession, in repeated succession.
Your alarm goes off and you wake up for a dream and you think like a nuclear reactor, there's a nuclear meltdown in your dream. That happens.
Yeah, because my alarm goes whoop whoop.
But it will work if you incorporate sound effects into your turkey meal that you have. And finally, Sarah McGraw says, as Link would say, I sleep with reckless abandon and was wondering if you could give me advice on how to not be all over or hurt the person I'm sleeping in the same bed as. I'm told I get violent sometimes.
Yes, I have said that I sleep with reckless abandon.
You do.
I have punched my wife in the face while sleeping in the past, and it wasn't like a poof kind of a thing, but it was. I was like, I'll be sleeping, and I'll just get a little closer because we sleep on a double bed. It's really close.
We don't sleep on a double
And
bed.
I'm like, I was sleeping, and I'm like, bam! I gave her a little jab,
My beard blocked that one.
and I felt horrible because it woke me up. But the funny thing is,
Oh, you feel horrible because it woke you up? How about because
No.
you punched your wife?
no.
I got no hard feelings about that now.
Let me rephrase that. I felt it woke me up. Therefore, I was able to feel the emotion of sorrow for hitting my wife. Funny thing is, she didn't wake up.
Oh, that's
She
good.
was just going,
That's
"Wah."
convenient.
So it just incorporated
Now
it
she
into
knows.
her dream.
I
Get your spouse to punch you in the face if you want to have more vivid
I
dreams.
feel this personally because we don't really share a bed anymore when we travel, but there were times when we had to share like a queen size bed, and
Yeah.
Link does sleep with reckless abandon. I have been kicked, not necessarily punched. I think you should sell, for people like me who are going to share a bed with someone who has a violent sleeping habit, I think you should sell a very soft restraint that you like place over them. It's like a big U shape, and it has a pump on it. And when you go to sleep, I put it over you and I pump it up, and you get locked into place while you sleep, and you never know what happened. And then I wake up a little bit earlier and I deflate it, put it in my backpack, and you never know what hit you. I'll call it sleep sleeve.
Okay, that sounds
Sleep
like a win. Is it warm in there?
It could be.
It needs to be air regulated.
You could get the warm version for an extra $5.
Below 30.
You know what day it is? It's Thursday.
Hey, Echo.
Thursday. And Thursday
Thursday
means the sleep sleeve.
Oh,
Boy, that's a good
right.
idea.
Here we go, Rhett. Rhett and Link. Bam! That thing's getting big.
Whoa.
BAMM. You've created a monster, Rhett and Link. My family just discovered GMM, and my son has since eaten every meal with sriracha.
Oh, good. It's good for kids.
Since you guys are such entertaining storytellers, I thought you'd enjoy this game I made for the family.
Oh, I love games.
They made this for themselves. Draw a few cards and tell a story based on the item. So they're illustrated cards. Thanks for making us laugh on a daily basis. Sincerely, Bill and Julie, Anna, Jackson, Sarah, Camden. Huh.
I'm going to just randomly select a few cards out of the stack here. Just select, 4 or 5, and
Okay.
we'll do something with them. And
So here for you. 1,
wasn't that random?
glasses, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, let's not do a story. Let's do something quicker, which is let's do a wise saying using only these 5.
So we've got the disguise, the grill, the rocket, and the wizard
In the cave.
in the cave. The wizard who lives in the cave wizard.
Rock the glasses when grilling. Cave wizards should always rock glasses while grilling. I made rocking into a verb. Let's do one more of these. This is fun.
That was great.
Okay, this is not how you play the game. This is how we play the game. 3, 4, 5. A book with no pages, a girl playing soccer, a fairy, a campfire, and a hot air balloon.
The fire fairy is writing a book
With no words.
about a little girl.
You're doing a story. You're not doing a wise saying. That's okay.
Fire fairy should always write books about little girls
I got one.
that are full of hot air.
Yeah. Soccer players are full of hot air, so you must burn them along with all of your books about fairies. Do it, people!
Okay.
Burn the books about fairies!
Thanks for liking and commenting on this episode. Remember, you can support the show and get a free trial of Netflix by going to netflix.com/RhettandLink.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Matthew, Jason's little brother from Stark, Kansas. It's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Thank you, Bill and family, for sending the Boulder item. You get a poster just like this one. And if you want one and you're sitting there at home and you want one, go to RhettandLink.com/store and make it your own.
You can do it. Click through to Go Mythical More. I want to hear about your trip to Disney.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
Only talking words starting with S.
Somebody should surely situate Sally's salamander.
So she said she sometimes situates salamanders. So Soledad should sometimes
situate it. Oh, I said it. Snack. No.
Sorry, but we're gonna have to shut down California Screamin' for some technical difficulties. If you could reverse your direction and head out of the ride.
And at this point, you're like, no!